Shalom, Chanukah Sameach. Tonight is the first night of Chanukah of Tafshin Pei Gimel, the year of 5783. And this is the time when, in the olden days, Matisyahu Kohen Gadol initiated the revolt of the Torah-loyal Jews against the reformers of those days. And I feel that this is the perfect time to strengthen your resolve on your path to Yiddishkeit. How do we do it? By sharing our experiences. And the topic for tonight is, you don't care about what happens in the world anymore. Does that sound familiar? So the situation is as follows. You could be surrounded by your immediate family members or friends, old friends, and you're sitting together and socializing and talking about mundane stuff. And then the topic of news and politics arises. And about the latest craze, the latest local election, maybe a sharp, divisive statement made by some popular public figure, which is very relevant today, as we all know. And then they ask you, what do you think about all of this? What's your opinion? So does that sound familiar? And then you have this inner monologue when you hear this. Your inner monologue sounds as follows. In the process of becoming more observant, I actually stopped caring about such matters. And the result is you really don't have anything to answer. You don't have an opinion on the matter. So you might say something of the like what I'm going to tell you now with a disinterested facial expression, which is I don't know, and frankly I don't really care either about this matter. So your friends will react to this. They will answer something, and most likely what they will answer will have an open part and a subtext, and I will try to explain both. I anticipate that they will answer something like this. They will be very astonished. They will say, what? But you used to have an opinion on these things, and now you don't. But look what happened to you. You're isolating yourself from the world. So what is actually the subtext? What are they saying really? Yeah, what is the sublayer of what they're trying to convey here? They say that when you used to take interest in popular issues, you were sophisticated, you were a smart person. But now that you don't have an opinion on these matters, which they think are very relevant, you devolved, as it were. The bottom line that they're giving to you is that religion has dumbed you down. Now we stop and think. What did they really convey to you right now? Your friends who maintain opinions on these matters, they feel like they're applying their mental potential in their life to the world, while you're not. That's what they're saying really. And what is our conclusion? That this was actually a very nice, smart, and sneaky move to make you feel not appropriate. So our question now is, how do we come back from this? And I feel that the best way to come back is to tell the truth. And I feel that sometimes saying the truth, especially in this type of situation, will be a good thing. Not always, but in this situation, yes. So you might answer something like the following. Delving into the ins and outs of politics and news is very interesting. But actually, when you learn Torah instead, you somehow graduate your thinking to the next level. Now you might give them a mashal, an explanation, an example of what you actually mean. So you might say something like this. While maintaining political opinions is like being a journalist in a war zone, meaning you let yourself be dragged into the process, connecting to Torah, on the other hand, connecting to the Torah perspective affords you something like a bird's eye view, where all of a sudden you see a much bigger picture of world affairs, where in turn you can add different labels of priority to all these processes. And to this particular question that you asked, I happen to ascribe a low priority, so I cannot tell you anything relevant to this matter. So now we finished. This was the short back and forth. I think your friends they may be convinced, they may not be convinced. If they're not convinced, maybe really for intellectual reasons or out of pure stubbornness. It happens as well. But I think that this answer is actually truthful, which that in itself, if you speak the truth, means you speak from the heart. The truth is in itself worthwhile, and it will give you power to keep moving forward in a graceful and competent manner. So I hope this might have helped you for the future, and I wish all of you a happy Hanukkah.